Hey everybody, this is My Collectables coming back with another So Rare NBA basketball video. My Lakers are out. They got swept by the Denver Nuggets and they actually, you know, that was not my prediction at all. I was hoping that the Lakers and the Celtics would make the finals and have another epic showdown. If you watched my last video, you'll know all about how I picked my squad, and sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to pick the squads you think are going to work the best. Even if you're like sometimes your heart gets in the way. Of course, I didn't think the Lakers would get swept out of the playoffs. I thought it would be a lot closer, but I do have to say that they did well in regards to my cards, at least in their performance here on So Rare. So I did pick Lakers cards and Celtic cards as my limited cards, in preparation for the finals. But I'm gonna have to switch gears now if I want to make some noise in the NBA Finals with Denver making it there, because I really do not have a lot of Denver cards at all, and so I'm gonna really have to look at that. And of course, we still have the Celtics alive. They staved off elimination, and they won that game 4. So now it's 3-1 for Miami going back to Boston. So I still actually have a couple of cards in play, for at least the rest of this week until the finals start. But check this out. My LeBron James, I know he's done for the season, but he provided us with one of the greatest, performances that he's ever had in his entire career to end it off in game 4. We got 92 So Rare points out of LeBron. So, I'm super happy with holding that card. And, hopefully he doesn't retire so I can use it again next year. Austin Reeves did pretty good. He had 25 points there in regards to So Rare. And Rui had some pretty good games as well. He had 20 points there. So I'm pretty happy with the performance of those players, in my limited champion league from last week. Now, I still have Al Horford. He got 40 points. Not, in the NBA, but in So Rare. And of course, Marcus Smart needs a big game right here. He's giving me 32. They got another game to go. And so I'm going to stick with this lineup. I kind of have to, obviously, but I'm actually really doing not bad. I'm really close to getting rewarded here. I'm at 575th position out of 2,785 other players. So I'm kind of getting closer, of course, but I do definitely need to, step it up for the finals, depending on how Boston does. If Boston can survive, then that's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next round. Now, if I go to my cards itself, okay, and I check this out, now I have to go and look right here. Let's select the teams, okay? So these are the teams I have. The Denver Nuggets right here are obviously in the finals. Miami's, probably going to make it, but Boston is still alive. So if you look at the cards that I actually have right here, let me just zoom out a little bit right here. Let's just clear the filters right here. There are my cards. Let's just do this one more time because that didn't seem to register. So my current team. So we got, let Miami right here. Let's clear all the filters. What are these? I have cards in my collection. Let's go my cards right here. Okay. And let's do this. Okay. So now we go right here. We have all of them right here. So card team right here. Let's go. Miami, we got 2 players right there. And then Denver right here, we got 4 players. And then Boston, we still have 3. I'm not sure why they were not showing up before, but here are my players right here. I don't really have a lot to choose from. Of course, Boston, I got Marcus Smart. I bought that card a week ago thinking they would make the finals, and they still might, but it's very slim. I do have common cards that I can play with. I have Strus right there if they make it to the finals. I also have Bam. He's doing really well, and I got Jaylen Brown still. But if I did have to go into the finals, it would have to be Bam, Strus, and then Braun, and then Smith and White and Vlatko right there. So I really don't have a whole lot to play with. So I'm going to have to look at the market with Denver and see if I can pick up a card or two, maybe an Aaron Gordon card to pick up. I don't want to spend a lot of money or anything like that, but it'd have to be a limited card, of course, but hopefully, I do get a rewarder here. At least I can play. At least I know I'm going to have at least, 5 players to keep it going right here. Because if you actually look at the home right here, my pickup league right here is not doing so great either because Lonnie Walker didn't do anything. Okay, I thought he was going to actually do a little bit more. I got Ryu in there for sure. He got 20. You can see Strus, Bam, and Jaylen Brown. All of these players right here, they did okay. Jaylen Brown's my main guy. This is for the common, the pickup league. This is probably what I'm going to end up having to play in the finals for sure. So you can see that, I'm not going to probably be picking up a lot of rewards right here. This is what's coming up right here. But you know what? That's okay. Still have a little bit of time. Maybe I'm 35 points away right here on the limited champion from the closest reward. I'm going to get another card right here. It's a tier 5, so that's not very good, but we'll see what happens. Now, if I go to the market and I go to my manager sales right here and I go to limited cards, okay, let's check out the current teams. These are going to be pricey to buy these now. You want to be able to buy these ahead of time and not at this stage. So I'm probably not really going to end up participating. But look, Jamal Murray, you can still pick him up at 34, which is 0.019 ETH, which is actually an amazing price because he has been lighting it up. So that might be a key card to grab. Specifically, you can use it next year as well, which would be cool. Michael Porter Jr. has been playing good. He's about 21. So if I spend about 30 bucks or so, $35 right here, I could actually pick up Jamal Murray and then add him to with Bam and if the Miami Heat make the finals, then that'll spruce me up a little bit, maybe get me some okay rewards, in regards to just maybe, but I probably wouldn't get any rewards at all. Let's be honest. I have to have these common cards right here, which I can't buy them on the market. So hopefully I'm able to land a Denver card or something like that. But there's Aaron Gordon right there. You could pick him up for sure. So you probably Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. There's basically 3 starters right there. That's not bad. You could pick that up for like 40, about 70 bucks. You could pick up all 3 if you want to get into the finals and do some damage there for sure. But, we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to watch this as the week goes on, see what happens with the Celtics. I'm not buying anything yet because Boston, if they somehow make it through, if I just get rid of the Denver team right here, if they somehow make it through, I already have Horford and Smart. I could add a Jaylen Brown in there for sure. I could maybe add that for 30. And then that would actually be a decent thing right there with those 2 kind of secondary, players that I have on, on Denver, right? Maybe that's a better way to go. You can see that Tatum's at 91. So that's a little bit way above higher where I want to go for sure on price. And of course, you can pick up cheaper ones like Derek White, Brogdon. Those are great cards as well if they make the finals, but it's likely they won't because no team has ever come back. So if you actually go now to the Miami Heat, and we just look at what they got right here, the highest average score. I already have Bam as a common card. Jimmy Butler is only sitting at 28. That's actually an amazing card to pick up. He's probably the best choice you could make this week if you do not have him and you want to play in the finals. Of course, I'm going to wait a day or two just to see what happens because if the Celtics make some miracle comeback, wow, it's going to be quite amazing, right? I don't think they will. But then again, I was wrong about, the Lakers making the finals. I still have the Celtics picked to make the finals. So we'll see what happens. But being down 3-0 and then now they're 3-1, it's almost impossible. It's never been done. But we know that the Red Sox did it once. We know that the Boston Bruins also did it. They came back from 3-0 down in, if you follow sports at all. So the Celtics could do it. They have a great team, but Jimmy Butler's probably my top pick for the finals for sure. Now, you guys let me know what you think. Hopefully this week I get a couple of these guys giving me some rewards, Horford and Smart, and give me a little bit extra. I need a big game from one of these 2 players. Marcus Smart's who I'm hoping for. That's the card I picked. If he gives me a really big game in Boston, this could push me over the reward threshold, which is what I'm desperately hoping for. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. And can the Celtics survive? We'll see what happens. Anyway, happy collecting.